Hello guys, this is Ray, Ray Chen. So again, before the start of the program, I want to thank you for watching my video, like my video, subscribe to my channel, click on the little bell icon, and make any comment if you have any questions or if you have something to say. So today's topic is 6 ways anyone can make $100,000 next year, okay? Or maybe you can do it this year. So basically, this topic is a way to make sure that you can reach that goal of making $100,000 a year without having too much preparation. Well, for me, I make way more than $100,000 a year, but I know there's a lot of people out there that has not reached the goal of earning $100,000 a year. So today, I figure I categorize some ways that I think is pretty much doable for the majority of the people that does not require any special skill. But before you can make $100,000 a year, you have to understand. Okay, so there's 2 types of jobs that you can make more than $100,000 a year, and not job, but there's many ways. Okay, one way is to get a stable job that can give you the opportunity to make $100,000 a year. But usually that kind of job require many years of preparation. For example, being a doctor, become a pilot, all this job that require many years of training. But the good thing about this type of job is that it offers you the stability. Okay, so basically once you finish the training, you're gonna be sure to make that much money, without a doubt. So basically, the same amount of check is gonna come in every month. Okay, but if you do not want to go through that long time of a training, then you need to be able to embrace the mentality of being okay with not having stability. Because, or another way to say it, you should be okay with creating the stability for yourself instead of relying on the job to offer you the stability. What I mean by that is that, for example, I'm a real estate broker, right? So the stability for me is that if I wanted to make more money, all I need to do is to make sure that I make sure I generate leads every day, meaning that I acquire customer every day. So as long as I'm acquiring new customers, or if I'm getting business from past customers every single day, then I'm guaranteed to have that income, right? So basically, if you want a lot of income, you need to be able to create that sense of stability for yourself. Okay, so now let's go into the first type of business that you can start to make $100,000 next year or this year without having to go through years of training. So the first thing you can do is to start a service business. There's many that kind of service that does not require years of training. For example, window washing, house cleaning, car washing, tile cleaning. There's just carpet cleaning. There's many ways, many service that you can do that doesn't take a rocket science degree to figure out how to do, right? So basically, you will be to start a service business. Basically, you will be starting a small business, right? So basically, what you need to have is you need to know how to market, which nowadays in the internet age is very. You are able to market very economically and very effectively. Meaning that let's say if you start a house cleaning business, all you gotta do is start posting every day on Craigslist, on Facebook, everywhere, anywhere. Right, so you just post on those web portal, then people will start to call you for the service, right? And another thing you want to do, you want to make sure you want to maybe in the beginning charge a little bit lower price to collect the endorsement, to get reviews, and so that because when people looking for service provider online, they only want to work with people that have review, that have endorsement from other customers. So that's very important for any new business or any existing business. So you want to make sure post your service online and maybe initially help your friends or family to provide your service and have them make the positive review for you, and you make sure it's available to be seen on the internet or on your website. And then you hire people, right? For example, if you starting a service business, cleaning business, you hire people to clean for you, right? For example, let's say every hour you charge people $100. So the people that clean for you, maybe you guys can slip the $100 50-50, right? So let's say if you're getting $50, if you're getting $50 for each job, then you just calculate that, if you want to make $100,000 a year, and if you're making, $50, per deal, then you just calculate how many jobs you need to make $100,000, right? It's very simple. This would be the easiest way to make a lot of money, without having to go through years of training. But you do need a little bit of business skill in order to be able to do it. But it's not rocket science. In the later days, I'm gonna try to upload a little bit more training, more video about how to manage a small business, how to get sales, how to get leads, how to book appointments, how to get review, and how to make sure you do a good job, do a good service to the client. That way your business can grow, right? So some of the service business that make a lot of money and maybe require some level of training, for example, air conditioning repair person, roofer, like you repair the roof or service the roof. So this business, they make really good money. They make killing. And also plumber, every visit you go is at least $200, $300, $500. So this kind of training, it may require some training, but you can learn as you go. So you can easily become a millionaire just by opening up one of this service business, right? This is one way to make $100,000 next year. It's the first way is to open a small business, okay, service business. The second way you can become you can make $100,000 a year is by providing a coaching business. A lot of people, they go through life and usually have one or two skills, right? For example, me, I have been a real estate broker for many years. I can teach people how to make money, right? Because I have been there and I have done that, right? So let's say, and also, many people, for example, if you know how to play chess, if you know how to do carpenter job, if you know how to dance, or if you know how to sing, if you know how to play an instrument, so you can teach people this kind of stuff, and you can make a good living. It will be the money you make from teaching people, I think is much better than the money you make versus if you go get a minimum paying job, right? So for example, let's say if I'm teaching people to sell real estate, so I say, okay, if you learn from me, I can teach you how to make a lot of money in real estate, selling real estate. So let's say if I charge one person $10,000, I only need 10 students, right? I only need actually, let me see. I only need 10 students. If I charge each student $10,000, I only need 10 students to make $100,000, right? Let's say if you charge each student $5,000, I only need 20 students to make $100,000. You see how easy that is, right? So I'm sure everyone, you have some sort of skill, then just use it, right? So a lot of times people do not make the money they make. A lot of times it's the mindset, right? You need to have the mindset. You need to, get rid of those, mind limiting beliefs. You need to get outside of the box, and then you will be able to make the income, right? And another way to make $100,000 is to sell course online. So it's kind of related to coaching. So basically, the step is first you determine the skill that people want, that you have, that people want, right? Like I said, I can teach people, how to sell real estate. Then you make the course while you're coaching the students, and the material you collected while you're coaching the student, you make that into a course, right? And then you record the course, and then you upload the course, and then you charge the course and you sell the course, right? Let's say if you charge $1,000 for the course, then you just need to sell 100 course to make $100,000, right? So it's simple math. You just walk backward and make sure the number makes sense, right? So another way you can make $100,000 a year is to become a salesperson. In my opinion, becoming a salesperson is one of the easiest ways to make $100,000 a year, right? For example, let's say if you become a realtor, so you took this year to save up some money to get your license, and then you start working in real estate. First, get the license, and then once you get the license, the biggest problem for realtors is that most realtors that does not make the money is because they do not have the right skill, right? For example, let's say if you come to me, you have me training you, I'll make sure you can make $100,000 a year. It's very easy if you're in real estate sales, right? So let's say if you're selling a home in California, a $500,000 home, let's say if you make 10 grand for each home you sell, that's a very conservative number, right? So that means every home you sell, you make 10 grand. That means you just need to sell 10 homes to make 100 grand, right? So about this, a lot of people have many limiting belief. There's realtors that only sell 3 to 5 homes a year, but it's actually very easy to sell 1 home a year. You just need to be able to consistently promote and consistently prospect for clients, right? I mean, even if you're working on a job, you still need to work every day, right? But being a realtor, imagine if you prospect for customer or client every day, you're gonna make a boatload of money, right? And it's the same thing. You versus if somebody else that's going to work on an 8 to 5 job, you also need to work every day anyway, right? So that's another way to make $100,000. So something similar to being a realtor, like a lender, mortgage broker, insurance agent. So you can easily make this amount of money, $100,000 a year. Okay. So another way to make $100,000 a year is to get one of those jobs that pay a lot of money. So I was watching the History Channel before, I believe. There's people that go on to the boat to go catch the crab in Alaska. It's a tough job. It's if you can take the tough life, then you can make that money. I mean, at any given time, sometimes in your life, you just need to suck it up, right? So for example, when I was younger, I joined the army. That's a kind of tough job, although I didn't make that much money. But there was one time I actually owed like more than $100,000 in credit card debt. And I was trying to pay off my credit card debt, but at the time I wasn't doing well, and I didn't make a lot of money. So what I did is I went to New Mexico and I started working in a Chinese restaurant. I was working there for 2 years. Every day working more than 12 hours. I go in like 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock in the morning. I don't get out until 12 o'clock in the evening. So every day I was standing for at least 12 hours. So I worked there for 2 years, and I save up all the money because they provide free room and board, and they provide the food, and so I didn't make a lot of basic salary. I was getting good decent tips. So I save up all those money, and then I just pay off my debt. And after I paid off all my debt, I just came back to California. So, and also at the time when I was working there, there were some people, they didn't save any of their money. There was one chef, he was making a lot of money too. Not a lot of money, but decent income. But he always go to the casino. So he wasted all his money. So I heard there's another guy, is still working there. That was like a long time ago. So basically he didn't save any money. So you need to save the money to pay off the debt. And I'm telling you, everything I'm sharing with you is not just talk. Okay, everything I share with you, I have done it before. Okay, I have personally been through it before. Okay. So another way you can make $100,000 a year is to multiply your income. For example, let's say if you have a current job that's making $40,000 a year or $50,000 a year, then you can start something on the side, right? Either go mow the lawn, or go sell something online, or selling real estate on the side. So just add 1 or 2 or 3 more stream of income to add up to $100,000. So I figure, this is probably a topic that a lot of people are interested in, because I have always been, interested in business, in making more money ever since I was young. So I figured this would be a topic that, you guys may be interested in. So hit me a like for this video, subscribe to my channel, give me some encouragement to upload more good stuff for you guys to learn, and click on the bell icon, and also if you have any comments, drop the comment. Okay, so this is Ray Chen. Until next time.